Hello everybody, my name is Andrew. In this video we will analyze the candle shadow from an institutional point of view with high efficiency. I will show simple examples that will increase your efficiency to have an understanding of what is happening on the chart at the moment. I personally use two types of candles. The first type is a candle shadow that removes liquidity. When the candle closes above the renewed highs, the selected range becomes my zone of interest, from where I will expect the beginning of an upward movement. Now, this candle shadow is a valid bullish order block. The second type is a candle shadow that does not remove liquidity. Such a shadow is considered by me as inefficient pricing. To find the zone of interest, 50% of the highlighted candle shadow is marked. 50% can be detected using the Fibonacci grid. In this picture, you can see some more examples. After the price renewed the low levels, the price began to aggressively follow the upward path. Now notice where the first noticeable correction occurs. On 50% of the shadow of candles of the second type. Judging by this chart, you might think that this is not a correction. But consider that this is the Sunday time frame, and even such a reaction is a significant event and an opportunity to open a good position. Let's see how it will look on the daily chart. The price tests our zone of interest, after which a mini correction is formed. Then the upward movement continues. After a test of another area of interest, the price is adjusted again. Now we look a little to the right. Here the price tests the shadow of the first type of candle, after which we see an upward movement of about 40%. Q. Where does the price pivot? Right. In the area of interest, the shadows of candles of the first type. After that, there is a correction of about 20%. The setups found on the younger time frames won't carry any weight if you don't understand the direction the price will move next. And with such an approach, you have a lot of opportunities and an understanding of where the price will go in the future. Example on the chart. When the price approaches the zone of interest, you understand that there is a high probability that the price will go on a correction. You find the first problem area where this correction can end and work in the direction until the price reaches it. Now, we will consider with you a few more examples of working out the shadow of a candle. But before that, you need to understand several points that need to be taken into account. Using every shadow of a candlestick as a reversal zone will not be purposeful, as well as conducting analysis based only on them. The second type of candle is best used on older time frames. These are daily, Sunday, monthly time frames on time frames. Below, you can see the low probability of working out. Remember, older time frames will always have priority. If you have disclosures, then the advantage will be on the side of the older time frame. On this chart, you can see an aggressive uptrend. This month closes with a long candle shadow, which did not remove liquidity. We consider it 50% of the shadow of the candle as an area from which we can consider short positions. Now we switch to the Sunday time frame. On it, we allocate the potential for correction. To begin with, it is enough for us to allocate the first problem area from which the upward trend can continue. This is 50% of the imbalance, which the price has already filled. After this move, we will expect a rise to the 50% area of the candle shadow we noted earlier. The main work will take place on the daily time frame, and we will also take into account every new Sunday or month if it is relevant. On the daily time frame, we can see the three drives pattern, as well as the shadow of the candle, which removes the liquidity and tests the area of interest. After it, you can expect an upward order flow. Development. After 3 candles, the price reached our target from the monthly time frame. At this moment, we are not obliged to enter the short position immediately, because it will be problematic to set a reasoned stop loss. Also, our ratio of profit and risk is not satisfactory. To open a short position, you need to wait for your setup on younger time frames. From the current positions, a correction to the first zone of interest is expected, after which the price may continue to rise. Here you can see the shadow of the second type of candle. This is an intermediate target from which we can see at least some price reaction. I will not hope that after the price tests 50% of the shadow of this candle there will be an immediate increase in the price, because immediately below it there is an unfilled imbalance which the price will most likely try to cover. Above, we can see the shadow of the candle of the first type only, which removes liquidity. This is an area of interest where we can consider short positions to the first problem area. We are not obliged to perceive the shadow of the first type as the entire range for considering positions. Price often tests 50% of a given shade. Therefore, if a set is formed in this range, we can consider short positions. Development. Here we see that the next day the price tested 50% of the shadow of the first candle. After that, we saw a drop to the shadow of the second type of candle. We have already seen the mini version, but we still expect the price to be even lower. The next candle, we see that here the price filled the imbalance. A new area of interest was formed, the shadow of the first type of candle. We will consider the beginning and 50% of the shadow of the candle as our area of interest. The main goal will be to fill the imbalance above, because we expect the upward trend to continue. But this will not be the first area from which we will expect a reaction. We are looking at a candle that formed a day ago, candle shadow of the second type. This is the first problem area. Based on this, you can make a plan for the day. We will look for setups on the younger time frames with the aim of filling the imbalance above. Part of the profit will be fixed on the shadow of the candle. Development. I think these examples will be enough for you to start using the candle shadow in a different way. All this will work during consolidation, but in any case, not 100%. Remember, always consider the context. I hope you learned something from this video. Till next time.